In your business, you may want to have calendars set up to accept appointments and schedule events and so forth for what's going on. In our platform, we're able to actually schedule all of this for you. You can have a calendar and send out a link for people to self-book appointments. You can suggest times. You can even import these onto your website to where people can go there and set up appointments with you. Now, if you navigate over to the calendar section of our platform on the left-hand side panel, there are the options you'll see. Since we don't have a calendar set up, you're not going to see anything here. But in the main section, you'll see our calendar where you can drop down and select all the calendars that you have. You can also set up whether you want to see it monthly or weekly or even daily to see all the things that are going on in your business. And in the next tab, you can see appointments. These are all the appointments that you will have scheduled under here. You can also see a report under the reporting tab if you click under reporting. Now, we have a section for calendar settings where you can edit your calendars here. In our case, we don't have a calendar, so we need to set one up. But before we do, let's set up some preferences for our calendar. You can have your calendar start on Sunday, Saturday, or Monday. Choose whichever you want. You can also set up the language that you want for your calendar to have, and you can also change the hourly format to be 24-hour time format if you want. Once you've got all of those saved, then it's time to create your calendar. Click on the new calendar button. Now we need to give the calendar a name. So let's call this our appointment calendar. You can add a description for it to help you remember. You can also give it a title. This is what the calendar will have your appointments called. I like to leave this contact name to help me remind me of who I'm meeting. You can set up a meeting location as if it's a physical standard place. You can also pop in a Zoom link here if you want. You can set your event color, and you can also link your calendars. If you've synced it up with Google or Clio or something like that, just select which calendar you want to link it to at this point. If you don't have any calendars in here, you'll need to go into our integrations video and learn how to integrate with Google Calendar. We also have a sync option here. You can select one-way or two-way to disable the triggers here. What this will do for you is if you got a calendar booking on your other application, it can sync it back to your calendar and take away that available spot, and vice versa. You can do one-way sync and only have it to where it will add up to your other calendar. Once you've got it done, click Save and Continue. In the next settings, it's time to set up your duration and the intervals to set up for your appointments. So the first section, slot duration. This is how long you need for the actual appointment. Do you need 10 minutes? Do you need an hour? Do you need a couple of hours for appointments? Select the time frame that you would like to have for each appointment set. Next, you will need to set the intervals. This is going to determine when the appointments are available. So if you select 15, it'll do every 15 minutes and people can book every 15 minutes. Buffer duration during appointment. What this will do is it'll set a time in between appointments to help you prepare. So maybe you want 10 minutes before each appointment to be able to prepare for that appointment. You can also set up multiple appointments per slide. So for example, if you have a sales team of 3 guys, maybe you want to have 3 appointments per slot available for them. And you could also set up the appointments per day. That way it doesn't overschedule your staff. Scheduling notice. This is where you can set up the time before people can actually schedule out appointments. Do you want a few days to prepare, or do you want to just go ahead and accept them today? You can set up the duration here and change the numbers. You can either do hours, weeks, or months. This can help you give some time before appointments so you're not caught off guard. You can also set the date range. Under the next section, this is where you set up your office hours. These are the times that people can actually book appointments. So go through each day and select the times that you're able to accept appointments. Once you're finished, click Save and Continue. This is going to create your calendar. Now it's time to set up your information. If you want to set up a form for your calendar, what you can do is you can set up a form and select it. That way you can ask for specific information when people are booking their own appointments. Maybe you want a phone number or an email address. So go to other videos where we've created a form to learn how to set up your own forms. Then you can pick them from the drop-down menu. You can also use sticky contacts to be able to import data over from the forms to also use on other pages as well. You can let the calendar auto confirm your appointments for you, or you can set up an alert email address as well. This is good to let yourself know when you've got a new appointment. You can also select to allow Google Calendars to send you the invitation or update emails to your attendees. If you want to have some additional notes, it might be helpful to keep track of some of the information. You can also add a pixel or even custom code. So once somebody fills out your form, you can also have a thank you message to let them know that you've got the form and that they have actually set up an appointment. Once you're finished with these settings, click complete. Now your calendar should be ready to use, and you have a link that you can send out to prospects to book. Let's take a look at what it looks like. You can actually send this link out to people to book appointments with you. You can also integrate this into a website. If you jump back over to the platform, navigate over to your funnel or website and click on a section, let's go to a thank you page and add a calendar in. Click edit page and we can add a new section. Click add element and scroll down to calendar. You can select the calendar that you just created. This is how you add a calendar to a page. Once you save it, well, now people can book appointments on your thank you page or website. Calendars are a great way to set up appointments for your business.